Her şey besmedi models.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Oh, that's pretty nice.
Were the commander's explanations confused? Thank heavens, Descendant. You're okay. I thought we had lost you. Your chance of survival was close to 0%. I think the destruction of the Ironheart forced a connection to the Void. That's why you were sucked into void space. Anyway, I'm very relieved that I'm able to personally deliver this incredible news to you. The operation to destroy the Ironheart was a success. The Vulgus forces at each front are retreating. The fact that they've ceased attacking suggests that Corel must have lost a significant strategic target. After being outmatched at every turn, humankind has finally turned the tide in this war. I'm compiling all operation reports, including for the situation at the White Knight Gulch. All descendants that were dispatched there are reported to be fine. Alpha will explain in more detail. Please return to HQ. Oh, just a moment. Speaking as myself, and not as an executive officer of HQ, I'd like to personally thank every descendant. Especially you. You destroyed the Ironheart and prevented an unimaginable crisis. We're all in your debt. Thank you, Descendant, for everything.
Standing by for Operation Debrief. Descendants who have returned to Albion, report to HQ.
Good job, Eugen.
You too, Captain. Blair, you'll cook something for us when we get back, won't you?
Of course! We're gonna empty the food stores.
Just good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Corel and the Vulgus are retreating. Corel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guide still with us. However, Corel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace. We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Corel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be. We have to remember that this war is not over yet. Corel still has 2 Ironhearts. He's probably plotting something even more dangerous as we speak. And there are still Vulgus forces across Ingress. Without a chain of command, they'll be running riot. For now, we're going to focus on our defense at each front and commence an operation to track down Corel's ship and the Ironhearts. Savor this triumph, everyone, Then let's regroup and keep going. From this moment forward, we aim for total victory. I look forward to working together again soon, Descendant.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the Ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, there is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant.
Wow, my first level 100 gear. Sweet.
Many people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation. But your courage was exceptional. You risked your own life and destroyed the Ironheart in my place, even though I am merely an AI. If it weren't for you, humankind would no longer be here. But Descendant, there is something I need you to know for the future. As you know, the Magisters wanted the Ironheart in exchange for the resources and technology that the Magisters provide for humankind. Because we destroyed an Ironheart, the Magisters may threaten humanity due to the breach of that agreement. There may be conflicts with the Magisters in the future, and they may even be less forthcoming with their support. But don't forget, every single one of the Ironhearts must be eliminated from Ingress. As long as you remember that, we can withstand anything that comes. Continue to fulfill your calling as a Descendant and protect the people you love. I will help humanity. I believe in you, Descendant. Your journey is not over yet.
Descendant, I am so glad you're still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you.
Yes, finally hard mode. Let's go.
I am analyzing the void. When I located your arcane signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately, this means we're likely to encounter Colossi of a completely different standard in the future. However, I still agree with the decision to destroy the Ironhearts. If all the Ironhearts are completely destroyed, the Colossi would become oblivious to the Ingress dimension. As closing the dimensional wall is pointless now, the Ironhearts must be removed from Ingress. With the destruction of an Ironheart, it's clear we'll face stronger Colossi. But the night is darkest just before the dawn. If we can journey through this dark tunnel together, the future of Ingress will be bright. Until that day comes, I hope you will continue to work with me and fight the Colossi intercept battles. As always, I put my faith in your strength and determination, Descendant. The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
If there's something you need... Descendant, I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and Descendants. Although, you did all destroy the Ironheart. The Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think. But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity. I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward.
What is it now? This is HQ. Sending to all descendants on standby. We're receiving multiple requests for reinforcements due to Vulgus attacks at strategic points in each zone. Corel and the Vulgus main fleet should be gone, but the enemy's attacks are intensifying. All available descendants, please review the briefing sent to your receive and carry out your assigned mission.
Nell, could you assign a different descendant to my mission?
Valby? Is something wrong?
Honestly, I haven't been feeling well recently. I feel pain whenever I use my RK abilities. It feels like a huge kind of force inside me.
Feels like something twisting inside you, right?
How did you know?
Damn it. Some of the other descendants have similar symptoms, including me.
It's the same with me. I thought it was just fatigue, but something doesn't feel right.
For now, those who are able to be deployed, please switch missions with other descendants. HQ will investigate the situation.
I can see many descendants are suffering from the same symptoms. I am also experiencing... My code is becoming unstable. Because this phenomenon also affects me, I believe the cause is related to RK. I'll investigate the origin of these issues, while you carry out your mission.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
All white search parties. We have found a clue. Lead us to the Lord Gurel, this is the report to us on Amos's Red Armor and the anti-void shield. It is, as Amos promised, a useful addition to our arsenal. It is unaffected by void energy at any depth of the void abyss. It is the same for the anti-void shield. We had an 87.32% reduction in scout losses. If I may, if this is Amos's source technology, I suspect just keep your for the sake of your future, I shall force Amos to relinquish the technology he's hiding. Enough. Amon is under my control. Focus on your orders. I want results as soon as possible. I shall find what you desire, Lord Kiro, even if it costs me my life. Possession of the dread armor and the anti-void shields are goals in reach. The operation duration has been extended by 13 times, and losses reduced by 87.3%. These results satisfy less than these on your own class. All that remains is collection of the data scattered throughout the ship. Before you the encrypted location of the sealed iron heart left by the moderate ancestors will be found here. You understand? The glorious moment for Master Corell and Pippa finally approaching. Because we have spent since Master Corell embarked on this path. Sacrifice your lives so that we may acquire all that we need. You are dismissed.
Exploration progress report communication number 32. Suspected location of a bio-experimental lab identified. No structure found. No specimens present. Data transmitting. First connection to Iron. General Baker's orders. Facility concerned. Transition complete. Drone control module experiment complete. Area defense and surveillance online. Exploration report complete. Commander! It's the Descendants!
Are you high on void energy? That's not possible.
Enemy firepower is too strong! It's the Descendants! Sir, look! I have weapon control.
A handgun. What is this technology? How can such a small handgun penetrate a Legion battle suit? Down the Descendants! Everyone to your battle stations!
Be careful, there are 4 of them!
4 or 10, it makes no difference. Put them all in body bags. I will lead the way. Surround them so they can't escape.
Yes, sir.
Of course you idiots! If those Albion scum get away, I will report myself.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Descendant, I've analyzed the data you've uploaded to your receive channel. There are some anomalies. I was wondering if you had a moment to discuss them.
There you are. You've done a great job collecting the data. I've processed and analyzed the information you uploaded. Let me break it down for you. Firstly, we only discovered VV-072 recently, but the Vulgus records go back way before we discovered it. That means the Vulgus didn't discover VV-072 around the same time as we did. They'd already been there for a long time. Luckily, the data you collected was quite detailed, giving us some clues as to why the Vulgus went to VV-072 and what they've been looking for there all this time. For starters, the information the Vulgus are after is probably related to the Ironhearts, and it's most likely the information on where the Ironhearts are hidden.
How can you be sure?
Look, this is geographical data on Ingress. It accounts for a significant portion of all the data we have, and some of it is locked with quantum encryption. The Vulgus surveyed the entire topography of Ingress 100 years ago. For them to go all the way to the Void Abyss to look for topographical information means...
It probably has something to do with the Ironhearts.
Considering how accurately Corell was able to locate the Ironheart, he must have found the information here.
If only we'd been faster. We could have turned the tables on them. Wait. Inez. What's this?
Oh, I was just about to get to that. This data is very old. It's about an engagement the Vulgus fought against an enemy on VV-072.
Hang on. Isn't this referring to Aisha's squad?
Yes, that's what I thought too. The way they described how they looked, the technology they used, their firearms, and especially the mention of the rose of Aisha, Aisha's weapon. Everything fits, down to the bullet specs.
That means Aisha's squad survived the Void Storm. They made it to VV-072.
It seems that way, but there's no record of what happened to them. If the Vulgus had killed them, it would be in these records. But there's nothing further after an entry saying they lost the targets. It's complicated. Anyway, Descendant, I'll go over this with HQ and get back to you.
Descendant, I need to speak with you in private. Can you spare a minute?
You may speak freely. I overheard your conversation with Inez and Keelan. As they guessed, the enemy that the Vulgus engaged was definitely Aisha. I had my doubts when I started reviewing the records, but when it got to the part about a red handgun and a rose engraved on it, I was convinced. A handgun engraved with a red rose was Aisha's most cherished weapon. As you know, not many Descendants use handguns as their primary weapon, and no Descendant would insist on using a handgun unless it was an RK-unique weapon. For me, that confirmed the enemy that the Vulgus engaged, mentioned in those records, was Aisha. I've been obsessed with finding Aisha, waiting for the right time to go and search for her. Now that the opportunity is finally here, I've been excluded from the operation. I don't resent Alpha's decision. He's made a wise choice. But I need to ask you to do something. It's now or never. Will you look for signs of Aisha during this operation? It doesn't matter how small they are. I want to see them with my own eyes. I desperately need this.
This is Descendant Eckert. Are you busy? I've been refining the Void Vessel record tracking algorithm at HQ's request. I'll need to talk you through it. Could you spare some time? I'm Eckert from Data Intelligence. How can I help you?
I think I've seen this guy before, but like, I've never interacted with him, which is interesting.
You're here. This is the device with the improved algorithm. I've added a couple of features to the Void radar configuration. Firstly, I've altered the data collection device so it detects certain wavelengths within the coordinates. I've also added a feature to amplify and track RK traces once detected, even the faintest amount. Even if the level of RK emissions drops below the threshold, it shouldn't be a problem, as long as it has been detected. The device will accurately amplify the traces and recalculate their location. It gave me some headaches along the way, but it all turned out okay. Take it to Seneca, and that's it. It'll start functioning once he's installed it. What I found most interesting during the development of the algorithm was in order to reduce the interference from void energy, I had to incorporate the principle of modulation of the gamma value of the reflected wavelength. Descendant? Descendant, are you listening?
The space-time fabric of the... Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to the wavelengths. The first data to collect is the RK wavelengths remaining on BB-072. These are the records left behind by any descendants. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost, and any truths that may have been obscured. Descendant, I hope you return safely after completing the operation.